A podcast called Split Decision, brought to you from the Ruloff Family Inc. studios. Bueller Dodge, Dennis, Josh, all here to give you...
Josh, get me on the camera!
A happy St. Patrick's Day.
This is the hardest, 10 minutes of my life not taking a
drink of your beer. I had to wet my whistle, man. I had to. So thanks for joining us on your St. Patrick's Day. Of course, we got some fights to go over tonight. Some things happening this weekend, last weekend as well, and some news that we're going to jump into, too. First up, from MyMMAnews.com, we have some people drop from the UFC this week and actually move over to... are they all going over to Bellator?
This is the only one that I saw for sure.
Okay. I can't... My phone doesn't work, so I don't have the interwebs anymore.
So Lorenz Larkin has signed with Bellator MMA.
Oh, shit, I wasn't supposed to drink that yet?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, yeah, we can have a shot, too.
Oh, fuck.
Josh already took it.
Slancha.
Like usual, Josh finished early.
Whatever. There we go.
That's not true. You can ask. Never mind.
All right.
So Lorenz Larkin has jumped over to Bellator.
He's jumping over Bellator. Now, he had 3 fights in the UFC in 2014, lost them all, bounced back 2 fights in 2015, winning both of them. 3 fights in 2016.
We're going 1 and 2 in 2016.
1 and 2, yeah. So, I mean, good luck to him in Bellator. I think we talked about this before, that it's probably a good spot for him. He said he got an offer from Ryzen, the UFC as well, and then always went over to Bellator after getting everything. Remember, he was 4-1 over in Strikeforce under Scott Coker.
Yeah.
So now moving back over to Scott Coker's organization. What do you guys think? Is it a good move for Lorenz Larkin? I mean,
I think it's a good move for anybody who can't. And you can talk all the shit to me you want. Say if you want to think that Bellator and UFC are on the level playing field with as far as talent goes, they're just simply not. Which is why guys from the UFC who can't get gold can go over to Bellator and put together
do well
and string together wins. Not all of them. Some of them go over there and do just as poorly, you know. But yeah, I think that someone like Lorenz Larkin, he's got a decent skill set. You know?
I mean, I felt like, during the time when you had Strikeforce and it was building itself as the second organization outside of the UFC, they groomed a lot of really good talent. Lorenz Larkin was one of those. I mean, going 4-1.
Yeah.
And then they made that, that buy, and they bought Strikeforce, pulled all the best talent over, and had them compete, and the best ones rose to the top, and the other ones kind of just pittered away, and now they go back to Bellator.
Back to their beginnings, basically.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel about it. I mean, you had, Luke Rockhold came over, you had Tim Kennedy come over. A lot of those guys did well in the UFC to a certain point.
Is Tim Kennedy back in
I think he's retired.
Bellator now? He's retired, that's right.
Yeah.
And we also, Bill Bader apparently signed with Bellator.
Yeah, I haven't seen 100% on Bader yet, but I did.
No, it was official this week.
Official this week?
Yeah.
Okay.
This week. And then also, Mayday McDonald was successfully released from his UFC contract. Not sure what the future holds for
where he's
that.
going yet.
No, he's just going back to woodworking, if he's going back to just training out of Oakdale MMA, or what's going on there. But that just came down today, so Michael McDonald is no longer with the UFC.
Hopefully we can try to get a hold of him and find out what's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe we have him
I think his big thing is he needs to go somewhere where he can pull in other sponsors. Because
that's what a lot of guys are doing.
The
That's
big
why
thing
a
is
lot of guys
money.
want to go to Bellator.
These guys, they need a chance to make other money other than what's being offered to them directly by their contract and by the win money. Because obviously in Bellator, these guys aren't getting paid a lot by Bellator themselves. But, I mean, they're getting to bring in a shitload of sponsors.
They're making it up for sure. I mean, if you got obviously, if you're a lower tier fighter, if you're not one of the top guys who's getting that serious Reebok money, you're going to make more money in Bellator for sure.
Yeah, there
100%.
might be a lower potential than UFC, but it's a better medium probably.
Yeah, way better paycheck, and as much money as they spend on their training camps too. It's kind of bizarre.
Angela Lee over in ONE Championship recently had her first title defense at atomweight. She is now going to be having a second bout against Isatella Nunes May 26th.
Okay.
So another fight for Angela Unstoppable Lee. Check that out on ONE Championship.
ONE Championship.
Yep.
Right on. Good for you, Angela.
Some weird kind of news. I don't know how true this is, although it wouldn't surprise me because it's, again, related to Bellator. Matt Hughes apparently is in preliminary talks to come out of retirement for a fight again against Royce Gracie.
Don't want to see it.
You want to see these Legends matches. You want to see I don't want to see
Bellator's
Matt, offering it.
I don't want to see Matt Hughes break Royce Gracie's arm again.
Yeah, but there's people that do want to see these fights. I mean, these are fights that were argued in bars. They've been argued on forums.
Yeah, but God, man, that's
There's a difference between wanting to see a fight but then it's not what you imagine it's going to be at this. I mean, these ages, right? I mean, the guy's what 43 and what the
50.
Yeah,
Royce is
The
50.
fuck does that mean?
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
Fuck. That's messed up.
You're not 50.
I mean, I like to watch you fight. But it'd probably be only intense for like a minute, and then after that, you
Oh,
probably
no.
It's
No.
the-
I got at least 2 minutes.
1 minute in heaven's better than 2 minutes.
There's a big difference.
Oh yeah.
That'll cost you extra though.
A lot.
Well, how do you feel about Matt Hughes going over to Bellator?
Cool, I guess. I mean, he's one of the guys who the UFC just finally pulled his paycheck, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was given a no-show job.
Yeah.
I mean, it was straight mafia style. He was given a job where he just gets to hang out in a lawn chair and watch everybody else work.
Right, exactly.
And collect a paycheck.
So he's probably down to make another extra payday just because he just got all that pulled out from underneath him without knowing it.
I don't think he even cared, though.
No?
He even said with the UFC thing, he's like, they gave me a paycheck. Okay, I didn't care. He's got his farm. He's doing fine.
True.
And that's the best way to fight, is when it's like, you're not...
You're not hurting for the money?
But you don't
Yeah.
care. You're just doing it for fun. It'd be interesting to see what Matt Hughes could do. I don't want to see Royce Gracie, though. I don't. When I saw him fight Matt Hughes the first time, I was like, I don't want to see him come back. There's nothing against Royce Gracie. He's just old and brittle.
Old and brittle. He did just defeat Ken Shamrock, sir.
And osteoporosis.
Ryzen FC is going to be having its first event of this year. This event will be going down April 6th. We got a lot of entertaining, kind of random fights going on. We have Heath Herring making his second appearance since his short notice fill after an 8-year hiatus. This time he's going to be fighting Satoshi Ishii. This is who just lost to King Mo.
Okay.
That'll be going down on this card. We also have Darren Cruikshank coming back to fight there in Ryzen. We have let's see who else we got in here. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, Jazzy Gabbert.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, Jazzy. Yeah, Garbert, who remember jumped into the ring there and argued with Gabby Garcia and challenged her about. She's going to get her first fight in Ryzen, obviously setting up something for her to do
Of course.
in the future.
She's the giant kickboxer, right?
Yeah, she's the giant kickboxer. No, pro wrestler. She's a German pro wrestler.
Who's the giant kickboxer that was talking shit?
I don't remember.
You're going to have to narrow it down.
And then
Not really. It's a giant female kickboxer. I think there's only one.
And also the main event now, Kyoji Horiguchi, who's coming over from the UFC on a 3-fight win streak, by the way,
That sounds like a weird sexual move.
is going to be facing Yayuki Maitoya
Like the Flying Dutchman.
for basically possibly the Ryzen flyweight belt. It's not been confirmed for a belt yet, but it's definitely taken the Japan's #1 flyweight, going up against obviously someone who's in the top of the flyweight division. With Horiguchi.
Why did he get cut from the UFC?
He didn't. He has to be released.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
he was
go,
on a 3-fight win. He wanted to be released. He wanted to go back to Japan to fight.
go fight with Ryzen.
Yeah.
No more USADA.
No more Asada. There you go.
And suitcase money.
Yeah, the suitcase money is always good money, man. I mean,
real.
You can't
Was that somebody's name?
suitcase money.
Oh.
This is Charlie Suitcase Money Murphy.
I reached out actually to Eric about this. I said, "Hey, you gonna put this up as a story?" He's all, "I don't understand what it is." I don't think this is a story. And then within about an hour, he texted me and he's like, "So MMA Fighting's running with it. MMA Underground's running with it." And I was like, "Hey, this could have been you. This could have been you, Eric. This could have been you." Anderson, so he's like, "There's too many fighters to follow." Anderson Silva put on his Instagram. I follow Anderson Silva. Put up there this big thing that was in Portuguese, and then it had a translation. And it is hard to understand what he's trying to say with the translation. But he says, "We are 3 great professionals. What makes the most sense at the moment is not this fight with any other, but with me, regardless of the belt. Regardless of the show, we respect each other. A new fight between us would be a great fight of gentlemen." And he's got a picture of Michael Bisping. He says, "Because with Nick, it was a no contest. We have a story to tell. I'll wait for you in Brazil. I'm waiting for you, Mr. Bisping, after your fight with GSP."
But neither one of them want to fight him.
But he wants to fight them.
I get
He wants to fight. He wants
Hi,
a,
Rhonda.
He wants a rematch with Bisping because he feels he won, and a lot of fans do.
Okay.
And he wants a rematch with Nick Diaz because it was turned into a no contest.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. I just don't think that Nick or Bisping agree to that fight.
No. And a day later, it was announced that, we'll get to this, Kevin Gastelum, who just beat Vitor Belfort, we'll get to that when we recap the fight, is now going to be fighting Anderson Silva at UFC 212 in Rio.
Because neither Nick or Bisping even responded to Anderson Silva.
Well, Kevin Gastelum called out Anderson Silva in his post-fight speech.
Oh, okay.
So that he wanted to fight him. And obviously, neither one of these guys give two fucks about who they're fighting. They just, I remember we talked about how Anderson Silva, last year, the year before, signed a new 8-fight contract. So he's got 8 years left of fighting. He wants to fight until he's 50.
Right. Has to fight until he's Hoist Gracie.
I don't understand. I don't understand this fight other than it's, hey, we got a card in Brazil coming up. Who's a Brazilian we can have fight? Who do we got? Anderson Seville. Who wants to fight Anderson? Anybody? Kelvin, you just calling out? Cool. Fight made. Main event.
Done.
I don't understand why one of these fights in Brazil they don't bring in Gabby Garcia and do some weird shit.
Because
it's just an exhibition. We've already had exhibition fights
in the UFC.
Yeah, we've had it. Yeah.
Who?
The last Brock Lesnar fight. It was for nothing.
It wasn't for nothing.
What was it for?
He got paid money.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean...
And it was in the heavyweight division.
It wasn't an exhibition fight.
It was an actual pro fight, and it was...
but it wasn't for ranking. It wasn't... Neither...
Doesn't matter. Gabby Garcia doesn't have a weight class.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. His fight was for fucking nothing.
But
her fight would be for fucking nothing.
But it was in an actual weight class.
That fight could have had ramifications.
It could have.
Depending on how it went.
We knew he was...
Gabby Garcia does not have a weight class.
We knew he was jacked. We knew the only reason they paid him $2 million was to help save the card.
But he was in at least a weight class.
It's not like they did a
I still don't think he was in the weight class. I think they filled him with helium before he stepped on the scale.
It doesn't work.
He was way over 265.
It doesn't work.
They just put a bunch of balloons on the back of his pants.
Also going to be on that card, though, we do have Jose Aldo against Max Holloway for, I believe, the vacant
belt.
interim belt.
Yeah, and Max Holloway's always already talking mad shit. Jose Aldo's like, no, you're not going to knock me out in 13 seconds. That's never... Wait.
You're also going to have...
Did you see the Jose Aldo thing that popped up today?
What thing?
Apparently Dana White promised him a secret super fight.
No. But I did watch his...
Yeah, somebody who don't throw lefts.
I did watch his movie on Netflix now.
Jose Aldo's?
Yeah, it's the Jose Aldo story, and he says he's going to make you cry. It didn't make me cry. I was actually pretty bored.
Really?
I watched it on Netflix, and I'm like, first of all, that guy looks nothing like fucking Jose Aldo.
Did you fall asleep 13 seconds into it?
He's way bigger than Jose Aldo.
Maybe that's why you cry. It's like somebody hides your remote and they put that on.
Turn it off!
Please turn it off.
I want to watch something else.
Apparently, he says Dana White in private promised him a secret super fight.
Not anymore, because you just ruined the secret.
Was it? Oh, you know what? It happened in the champagne room.
There's no secrets in the champagne room?
There's no sex there either.
Is that
That's not true because it sounds like Aldo's getting fucked.
Is that a secret? And then we can go over this. We can go over this story either while we talk about the event, or you just want to talk about it now.
We can talk about Josh Burkman.
Josh Burkman lost at the UFC Ultimate Fight Night 106 in Brazil. However, and then he retired. He said he put his gloves in the ring and he was going to retire, and then he ran back and got them. And was like, "Never mind, I changed my mind. I'm not retired. I'm not retired."
It was a bad idea.
It was bad. I had to think about it. It was in that moment. I had to go back and get them.
That's what it's like when you're having sex with a woman and she wants you to agree to something.
It would have been,
and you're like, yeah, sure, no, because you just want to bust, and then right after your bust, you're like, why the fuck did I say that?
Like, let's have joint accounts, and you're like, yeah, please.
Of course.
It would have been better. It would have been better if it was like the old coin slot trick. Like he had fishing line attached to him.
Yeah.
Like fishing line attached to him, and like he left him in the middle of the ring, and then while nobody's looking, he just drug him out slowly.
Can I buy that new Mercedes tomorrow? Yeah, yes, please. Just finish. Just finish. God damn it.
Damn, you got me.
I like your fishing line trick better.
UFC Fight Night 106 happened in Brazil this past week. I'm going to start at the bottom.
Sure. Paulo Enrique Costa gets a win over Gareth McClellan. Yeah, that'll work. TKO, and then you got Jeremy Kennedy over Honey Jason. Unanimous decision. Jumping on to your prelim card on Fox Sports 1, where the entire rest of the fights took place. Michael Pereira is up against Josh Burkman, who we just talked about, with a submission north-south choke. Joe Soto gets a win over Ronnie Yaya.
Him and Ronnie, they painted the whole mat for the rest of the match. We went from
Jackson Pollock style.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I seen like a dragon and a 45.
There was all
Was it a UFC Rorschach test?
Yeah, and I failed.
Sergio Moraes up against Davey Ramos with a unanimous decision in favor of Sergio. Kevin Lee over Francisco Trinaldo with a rear naked choke. As we jump onto your main card here, Alex Oliveira gets a win with a submission rear naked choke over Tim Means. Thank
We
you.
went into old man mode.
Oh, yeah.
Damn near Braille.
Marion Renault gets a win over Betch Correa with majority draw.
Was that a win? No, that's a draw, sir.
Sorry, majority draw. Can you make it bigger?
In my mind, who
make
got
it
the
bigger?
29? So Renault got the 29-27, right?
Yes.
So how does
That's
she
why
not
it's a
win?
majority draw.
I know, how did she not
It's a
win?
majority
Because
draw. Two out of three is the majority.
2 out of 3 is gave it a draw.
So if you have a basket with 2 in it and you have a basket with 1 in it, which basket has the majority?
Hashtag not my majority.
I believe Marion Renew won as well. Do
Especially when Korea did that.
you want to go
ugly
outside and
ass-
protest?
Yeah, no. No. Hey, if your nose went on strike, would you pick it?
Maybe.
All right. And then we jump on to Ray Borg here with a decision over
one disappointed
Lucio
me.
Formiga.
Everybody who has ever watched Star Trek, you knew it. The Borg was going to win.
No, I had Formiga.
Did
Yeah,
you?
I have from under.
He does. He really does. It's good with crackers.
Oh,
No.
No.
we're talking about Ritz crackers, or like this room full of crackers.
like the Jesus crackers?
Cheez-Its?
Like
Cheez-Its?
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its, bro. You need Cheez-Its, bro.
Edson
It's the only
Barboza
way to win is with Cheez-Its.
gets a flying knee KO over Benil Darius.
I can't believe it took
Did you,
Darius.
did you say Nikeo?
Flying Nikeo.
Nikeo?
Flying knee KO.
It was pretty good.
a
I
thing.
thought he was dead.
That was a good pause right there.
You know what I liked? It was like a change-up pitch because he was like, hey, he's coming at me. Oh, a knee.
Yep.
It was good.
And
Shogun.
then sneeze, just fucking Z's, just
Shogun proving he is still the man.
Shogun proving that he can still fuck up somebody's career even if he can't. And what did we say last week? He's coming off two losses in a row.
not gonna
He's
lose.
not going to hit a third, and that's exactly what fucking happened. And he fucked up Guillaume Vigante's career now.
Hey, you
was
think
pretty
you think they told these refs you got to let it go a little bit?
Just let him go a little bit.
Just let it go a little bit.
Just a little bit longer.
Because before, I'm just wondering if people are like, we're really worried about the early stoppages, you know? Because some of these are just like, hey, somebody tell that guy.
That guy's dead.
Stop the fight. Psst, he's out. He's out.
Refs tweeting.
As he's getting tweets, stop the fight. Stop the.
Oh, shit. My bad.
That's how Arlovsky's jaw got broke because the ref was asleep.
It was the ref was asleep.
That must be it. And then Kevin Gastelum gets a TKO win over Vitor Belfort.
See that coming?
No.
Not
honestly,
a TKO.
No, not like that. It's like Matrix when Switch right before she dies.
And
Not like this.
I feel like the ref gave Vitor every opportunity to come out of that.
he
He was
like-
getting hit pretty good.
Eh.
He was just. I mean, he tried
And, like,
everything
it's
short
Vitor.
of like the paddles.
Yeah, you can't give someone like Gastelum restart my heart like that to Vitor Belfort. He's gonna knock him out.
I think he was thinking like, if we wait one more minute, we could set him on the stool like Bisbing,
He'll be okay.
and then he'll be okay. You know.
Going
Come
down.
back and win the belt.
Yeah, you're not a real champion, Bisbing. You're not a real champion.
Paper champ.
Going down tomorrow. World Series of Fighting 35. This is an actual thing that's happening. World Series of Fighting is still having events.
Wow.
Yeah, but they've already lost.
But their main
They
event.
lost 2 fights so far. Yeah.
Their main event is
Blagoy
Ivanov
Ivanov
against
against
Sean Jordan.
Is it Blagoy Ivanov and Sean Jordan?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Steven Seiler's over there in a World Series of Fighting. Abdulakar Nurmagomedov.
What?
Yeah, right there. Number 8.
You see the name
What?
above it?
That's his little brother, right? That's the little brother.
I'm talking about this guy. Yeah, that's the little brother.
Yeah, Abukar Nurmagomedov.
And you got Bekbulat Magmedov.
Abu Bakar. Wow.
Hey, Hakeem.
It sounds
Dawadu.
like Harry Potter spells.
It really does. Like you just turned somebody into a chameleon by saying that out loud.
And then, of course, you got Ultimate Fight Night. Also going down tomorrow. Coming to you from England.
England, jolly old England. This is on Fight Pass, by the way.
Yeah, I think the whole thing's on
The whole
Fight
thing
Pass.
is on Fight Pass. With Lena Landsberg taking on Lucy Pudilova. Also, Bradley Scott up against Scott Askham.
Ask Cam.
Askham. Ian Entwistle up against Brent Jones. Why does that sound like a fucking insurance company?
Whistle?
No,
Brent Jones.
Askham. Askham.
Oh, Ask Cam.
That's what it is. I couldn't think of it. I'm like, Askham. What would be your mascot for that if it was Askham?
A pig, hello.
Like Miss Piggy.
It's a piggy bank. Like, it has money on the side. It's got the little top hat and a monocle.
Right?
That's ours. We fucking patent that shit right fucking now. You can't have that. Askham is ours.
That's right. You don't need a marketing company. Come to us.
Tom Breeze up against Oli Wally Bang Booze.
I love his name, man. One more time.
That's Bang Bus.
Oli Wally Bang Booze.
Hell yeah.
Bang booth.
Yeah. And then Mark DeKeese up against Timu Pakalin.
I feel like that's a Pokemon.
It really like Pikachu. Yeah. Daniel Omlanchuk going up against Timothy Johnson. I feel like I want to be like, what is that movie when they're coming to America and they're coming through the Ellis Island and they're like trying to read the names and like, all right, Mr. Jones. That's what I feel like when I read some of these goddamn names. Darren Stewart going up against Francis Barbarossa. Joseph Duffy.
The only man
Zamadati.
besides Nate to beat Conor McGregor.
Which one?
Joseph
Duffy.
Duffy.
Really? Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's why he got signed.
I'm telling you, the Great White Hype fight is going to happen.
I don't think so.
Arnold Allen is taking on Makwan Amirkhani. This is your main event or main card, by the way.
Main card.
Brad Pickett going up against Marlon Vera.
I got Brad Pickett.
Was he the one who came in heavy, or was Vera?
I don't know.
One of them came in at 139, not 140. I read 139.
Hey, so is this a chance? Are they? I've read it somewhere else before that they're giving Pickett every opportunity to lay his gloves down in the ring. Is this? You think that we're going to see it this time? That Pickett's going to walk away at this fight?
I don't know if Brad Pickett can walk away if he wins.
He can't. I mean,
Yeah,
he
Brad
can't
Pickett came
honestly
in at
believe like he's
139.
going to make a run.
Vera came in at 140.
They both came in fat. So what happens then? Is there 20% cancel each other out?
Yes. They both agree to a catchweight. I bet you.
It's like horseshoes.
This is what I think happened.
If
I don't know for
somebody's
sure.
closer,
I'm
it
saying
cancels out
Marlon
the
Vera
point.
came in fat, and Brad Pickett's like, "Fuck it, I don't gotta make weight."
Well, what I had read earlier was that well, I didn't see the name. I just saw one of them came in at 139 and was being fined 20% of their purse, but they both came in over, then fuck it. Or maybe it was Pickett that came in at 139 and Vera said fuck it, then I'm not
I'll
gonna
just
cut weight.
I'll just wait on the clothes on.
Yeah. I wonder if that's what it is. I don't know. If you know, let us know. Curious now. Gunnar Nelson taking on
Where you at, Eric?
Alan Jovan. Who you got on this one?
This
I
is
got Gunnar Nelson.
Jabon's the model, right?
Yeah,
All right, I'm going Jabon.
Jovan?
doesn't want to be.
His abs are on
unready.
fleek.
I think I'm Jovan on this one too. And then we all know Dodge has Jimmy Manoa up against Corey Anderson, who's 9-2.
I like Jimmy Manoa. He does the robot,
Yep, I like Corey Anderson's 9-2. Right?
Yeah, I like Corey
but Corey's
because I like the Feldmans and I really like Goonies.
I worry about his chin. I worry about his
The
chin.
Feldmans. It's like a new TV show.
One.
Meet the Feldmans.
No, the Corey Feldmans. Like the Brucey Willises.
You talk about Brucey Willis's? Motherfucking Brucey Willis's.
It's the show.
That's it. That's it.
That's
It can't be the show. You know what I want to talk about?
What do you?
This
oh,
whole
God.
McGregor thing.
About what?
The
How he
McGregor,
may or may not-
Mayweather?
This is a picture of him right here for you.
It's like an accurate depiction, actually.
The fact that he may or may not have a fight with Mayweather, who Mayweather has unretired, who has said that there is a date set in June. There is a date set. In fact, I think the T-Mobile Center has set aside
Yeah.
time for an event in June for Mayweather if he has
June
an event.
10th.
Yeah, if he has an event. And he's been telling Conor McGregor he needs to sign on the dotted line for June.
Okay, so how much stock do you put into the story about that Bisping says that he got juked out of a bunch of money, and that's the whole reason that now all of a sudden this fight is something that needs to happen because he needs to recop
Who got out of a bunch of money?
Mayweather. Somebody conned Mayweather out of like $100 million.
It's not hard.
I know. I was gonna say.
Read this and sign.
Okay.
No, have you
can't
seen?
read it anyway.
Have you seen the meme that has him slapping McGregor slapping the reading for dummies out of his hands and said, "You'll read fucking nothing,
You don't read fucking nothing.
nothing. You're not fucking reading anything. Get off Sesame Street because you don't know no letters."
No, I didn't
Love
see
it.
And then today, last night into today, they're saying that the UFC has actually cleared the way.
The thing that I saw was Dana White is saying that it is possible because there's a lot of money to be made.
Well,
that's all he said.
You should have known it was going to happen when Dana White said it wasn't.
It wasn't going to happen. Yeah, he said
Right.
it's still possible because there's a lot of money to be made. However, Conor's under contract with me. If anybody's going to be doing this event, it's going to be us. It's still going to be, and he even flat out said it will be a boxing event. There will be no elbows. There will be no kicks. It'll be a straight up boxing event.
Right.
But put on
it's
by
just
the UFC.
right. It's hard for me to believe because I
don't
read
know,
it on
maybe
kickyourmomandthegaunch.com.
But
Weird, man. Everything about it's weird.
I mean, you got Joe Rogan saying obviously that Conor McGregor would murk Mayweather because of the size difference.
Yeah, but Mayweather's like,
would murk him?
Yeah.
who's that one guy that you would fight and punch out where he would just disappear? You know?
Like Joe Glass?
No. Joe Glass is really the first opponent. You're talking about the Indian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like, and then shoot, that's Mayweather, man. There's so many guys who think that they're going to make contact, and then
No,
he's
man.
in, he's out.
That's not what this is Mayweather.
No.
You're not counting money.
This is true.
I can't say that it's not going to. I'm with.
I'm not going to say
with,
it's not going to happen either, but what I'm saying, is, what I've been saying this whole time is there's just way too many hoops to jump through.
Way too many hoops.
Too many people want to make money. The UFC's not going to let Conor fight without them getting paid. This is not going to happen. The UFC doesn't want this fight to happen because if Mayweather does knock out Conor, Conor loses a lot of steam because of that.
Does he?
Yeah, absolutely.
But like according to slapyourdadintheface.com, it's like $1 billion fight.
Yeah, it's the first ever $100 million, $1 billion fight. The thing that I see is that I don't think Mayweather is going to knock out anybody.
No.
And I don't think McGregor is going to knock him out either. I really think it's going to be a lot of dancing, and I think that Mayweather will win a decision.
But see, that's the problem. Is that
That's what I see happening.
You don't see him like forgetting where he's at and throwing a kick or something?
No.
I think
I don't
he's
think so.
disciplined enough to not do
Yeah,
that.
he's disciplined enough to do that.
But still,
I think it's going to come down to if this fight actually does happen, that Mayweather will win a decision.
I would have to root for fucking Conor in this one.
Oh, I'll root for him.
Simply because
But he's gonna lose.
I don't want to hear the fucking boxing trolls talking about how much better boxing is than MMA because Mayweather beat fucking Conor in a boxing match.
But that's the thing is everybody already knows this, that if Conor McGregor fights Mayweather in a boxing match, Mayweather is going to win a boxing match.
Absolutely.
If Mayweather comes and tries to fight in an MMA match, he is going to lose in probably the first round.
Yeah, but okay,
It is what it is.
And
And we know that. We understand that.
But the angle that I'm coming from is, to me, it seems ridiculous for Mayweather to even put it on the table, because seriously,
He needs money. Taxes are up. That's
I'm just
exactly what
saying-
Dana White said. Hey,
but
pay
I'm
your
just-
taxes.
I'm just saying,
Pay your taxes.
if he does get caught with
you
a
have a
hard left,
$150,000 watch on your wrist, you didn't pay taxes for.
if he gets caught with a hard left and goes down, he's going to be 49-1, and that's big.
It is big. I don't think it's going to happen. If the fight ever happens, I don't think that's going to happen.
I can help it happen. I can bet on.
Bet on Mayweather. And then you know,
I have
think
to bet
that
a lot.
I think that's really what the sports books and stuff are like. Bet, you know, they're hoping,
Yeah.
you know, because one way or the other, there's gonna be a shit ton of money both sides.
And that's the thing is, I think Mayweather wants to come out of retirement so bad because he wants that 50-0. He wants to beat Rocky Marciano's record. He's happy tying it.
But would it
if he
really
could-
count fighting
and
somebody from MMA?
It's a sanctioned boxing match. It will be. Look at half the fights that Mayweather's had, man.
No, I know.
He's getting guys before
know.
their prime, after their prime. He gets guys, random ass guys. He has fought some good. When he was coming up, he was fighting some good opponents. After a while, he was just like, "Yeah, let me fight somebody. Are you ready? Yeah, you're ready. Come on, come on."
Yeah. Well, that's the world of boxing has turned into. Also,
It has.
a lot of the guys who go to the Olympics, they get inflated records because they're getting handed cans. You know. But
I mean, you could argue the whole, Fedor's record thing back in the day. Did he fight some cans? Did he fight some cans?
did he not fight fights that he should have, like Barnett?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Is he the greatest
100%.
heavyweight of all time?
Yeah, but I mean, before UFC, I mean, everybody's record is on. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who's fought fillers.
Yeah, of course. Look at Travis Fulton, the guy who holds the greatest record in MMA. He has 315 sanctioned fights. 315. He's fought in the UFC.
295 of those fights are.
Did he fight in the UFC?
Yeah.
I didn't realize he fought in the UFC. That's awesome. Well, hey, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We're going to be, all heading out doing our respective things here. So you two be safe if you're celebrating St. Patrick's Day.
I'm just driving straight to the jail. I'm just going to cut out the middleman tonight.
You going for 3 hots and a cot and all the sexual
Yeah,
signal or
I'm
what?
just, I'm going to try to keister as much dope as I can, and then I'm going to,
Prison party.
I'm going to have a yard sale in the morning.
Soup kitchen. Dennis is doing a soup kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
With Dirty Mike and the boys. Check out our sponsor, strongboardbalance.com. Change the way you work out. Get on board, strongboardbalance.com. And also mymmanews.com. We do this once a week. They do it 24/7, so you can catch your breaking news there. Our website, splitdecisionmma.com. Also on Facebook, Split Decision MMA Podcast, and SD_MMA on MMA on Twitter and Instagram. There we go. That's it. Perfect. Yeah. From the Ruloff Family Inc. Studios, it's Bueller and Dodge saying have a good night. We'll see you at the fights.